Hello, Governor. How are you?
Hello there, how are you? Today's video is going to be that shoe unboxing review video that I mentioned in my previous video, and there's going to be a giveaway. It's going to be a giveaway, so wait until the end and I will give the instructions. It's going to be held on Instagram because YouTube is really funny about giveaways, plus it's easier to choose winners from Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, I don't know what I can do with this particular giveaway. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into this. So today's shoes that we are reviewing are the KILLSTAR CALLISTA boots, and these, as I mentioned in the previous video, are like a hybrid between a goth pike, a western boot, and a bit of Chelsea boot mixed in there. So let's get into this, starting with basic features. So the basic features of this shoe is that it is everything from KILLSTAR is vegan friendly, so it's made of vegan leathers. It also bears a 2-inch raised heel. It's not too much, it's pretty standard within Western and Chelsea boots to have a small heel. It adds to the aesthetic of it. It's a classic thing. Western boots were derived from horse riding boots, and this particular type of heel allowed for people who rode horses and stuff to hook their heel into the saddle foot parts. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, the foot part attached to the saddle. So that's why historically they are shaped like that. So it kind of takes that vibe as well as adds it to the pike kind of thing, as well as the top part here is very reminiscent of Chelsea boots. Also, as you can see, there are multiple harnesses sitting on this boot, 5 in total. They all do have this buckle on them. I don't know why, considering you cannot remove them. I think it's just for show. They do look incredible, don't they? It really does look amazing. There is also some slight stitching detail along here, which is why I get a little bit of a Chelsea boot vibe, as well as the little loop here. The loop also bears a very, very faint embossed pentacle. Also, as you could see when I flipped over the boot, there is a side access zipper. That is how you get in and out of these boots. It goes right down to the arch of the boot, so it is very easy to slide these on and off. And also there is a generous amount of space to slide your foot on in. Also, the shaft height. It's one of those ones that ends just above the ankle at the lower calf area. I know some people aren't particularly keen on this particular shaft height, but you know, I'm all for the aesthetic rather than how it makes my legs look. Yes, I know it makes my legs look a little bit shorter, but I don't mind. I love these. So with comfortability, I feel it's a given that most shoes within this style are quite comfortable, as they are a flatter shoe. The 2-inch heel is pretty much unnoticeable to me. I don't know if it's because I wear heels a lot, or the fact that I am very, very accustomed to this particular style of shoe these days. So it feels like a flat, it's barely noticeable, and yeah, like I said, this particular style of boot is always significantly comfortable, and I feel like the fact that there is ease of movement within these, as well as ease of, you know, putting them on, taking them off, it just adds to every aspect of comfortability factor. I will say that the first wear, for the first few hours, they were quite stiff, and that's kind of common with shoes, particularly thicker made materials of shoes, and these are definitely thicker for a vegan leather, so they are stiffer than some of my other similarly styled boots. But after a few hours, they softened up. As you can see, the shaft has softened up quite a bit from my leg movement, and the position that it hits on my leg, it does have a tendency to bend this back, as you can see the minor folding and the relaxing of the material around that area. With that being said, I do recommend wearing socks with these, particularly thicker socks for your first wear. However, with any boot like this, I recommend socks with every single wear so the shoes do not become a festering pool of cheesy feet smell. Yeah, it's not pretty. So with all that being said, they are a very comfortable shoe. The main point I would take away from this is wear a thick pair of socks for the first few hours of wear until the material relaxes, and 2, just always wear socks with them, please. It adds to the longevity of the boot because your foot sweat does actually eat away at the interior materials of shoes. Your foot sweat can loosen the glue of the interior soles of the shoes, so once they start peeling, your overall mood of the shoes starts to actually diminish. Also, it can loosen any glues that actually attach from the inside. It can affect materials because, yeah, it's just not pretty. I love socks, so I wear socks with pretty much everything. I'm a socks and sandals kind of gal. Like, if you see on my Instagram story, I frequently wear socks and sandals. Now, moving on to sizing, please excuse the dickhead on the motorbike. It's someone who lives up the road from me, and he rides his motorbike unlicensed up and down the street constantly. So, yeah. And he does this, it's currently 11 p.m. He'll do this to about midnight. Anyway, the sizing of these is very true to size, which I didn't expect because Western boots tend to fit quite small or snug. So I got my usual Euro size 38, and they actually, if anything, fit ever so slightly large. And I think that's because they have accommodated for the fact that, you know, these do fit a bit more narrow typically, and also they are a bit more snug because of the pointed toe. Now, these are not a narrow fitting boot. Usually, Western boots are narrow fitting to get that tight conform fitting around the foot kind of feel. It kind of goes back to horse riding there as well. But I feel like these are wider than pretty much all my other pairs of Western boots. So I feel like it's not as detrimental to consider sizing going up or down depending on the width of your foot. Now, I'm narrow-footed, so these are actually quite loose on me around the sides. Lengthways, they are almost perfect. I think they actually fit a tiny bit big. My toe lands around that bend right there because that's probably because I've got little sausage toes. That's where the top of my toes are, bottom of my toes, sorry, and that's where the top are, around that bend there, because there's nothing in that part of the boot. So sizing is a little on the slightly large size, but you've got to consider that I do have narrow feet. So I think if you've got normal narrow feet, you do not have to consider sizing straying away from your regular size, that is, at all. If you've got slightly broader feet, then I think you can get away with regular size. As I said, the material does relax. It will feel stiff for the first couple of wears, but otherwise it will relax after a few hours of wear, particularly if you're wearing thick socks. If you do have significantly broad feet, I would consider sizing up still, but also consider that these style of boots typically are a lot longer than regular sized shoes because it does have to accommodate for the pointed toe box and the fact that our feet are not shaped like that. If you do have broader feet, I would consider going a size up. Actually, I would actually recommend going a size up because it's better to have slightly loose shoes than it is to have slightly too tight shoes. So I would recommend going up a size if you're broad. If you're ever so slightly broad, normal, or narrow, go with your regular size, because these do fit very accommodatingly to feet. So you can get a feel of what these look like on actual human legs, I'm going to, as always, cut to a clip of me wearing them right now. So overall, I know you can guess what I'm going to say. I love these boots. They just make me so happy aesthetically. I feel like just add one little bat charm or something on there, or make them gold, like all this hardware gold, and they would have been made specifically for me. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So I love these, obviously. I'm going to rate them very highly. I feel like KILLSTAR shoes are kind of my favorite at the moment, and I will give these a 9 out of 10. I'm going to deduct that 1 point because I feel like the shaft of the boot kind of sits a little bit funny on my particular legs. I'm quite short, so it does kind of cut my leg off at a weird place, but if I wear stockings and stuff like that, it corrects that problem because it creates a collar blocking effect. So that's what I will most likely do with these most times I wear them, or tuck jeans into them, something like that. But I do love how they look on my bare legs anyway. I don't care if they make me look shorter, but yeah, I love these boots. So it comes to that time where I have teamed up with KILLSTAR, and we are going to be giving one of you a pair of these. So if you want to enter this, I will be posting a photo to Instagram after this video goes up, and all you have to do is follow the instructions on it, and the instructions are going to be super basic, just like follow KILLSTAR, follow me, comment, and like the picture basically. I'm not going to ask for reposts or anything like that, because I know that people get a bit funny about reposting and all that stuff, but if you want to, you can. That's all good with me, but I'm not going to ask for that kind of stuff. It's basically just comments, tag, yeah, that kind of thing. So keep an eye out for that, and that competition will end on the 26th of February. What's 7 days from today? You have 7 days. 25th. And this competition will be ending on the 25th of February. I will be drawing the winner on the 26th of February, the moment I wake up, because that will give you guys enough time, because I know it will be the 25th still on the other side of the world. Hello from the future, this is Australia. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed this shoe unboxing. I've still got a couple more coming, and they are also Western boots, so I'm on a kick at the moment. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because I would love to be here for every single video. Like this video if you liked this shoe unboxing. Comment down below if there's something you would like to see on this channel. And also don't forget that notification bell to know when I upload. And I hope you all have an absolutely amazing, wonderful, fantabulous day. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Whoa!